G'day, today I'm having a look at a new game. This one's called Rogue Tower, and thank you to Jose for recommending this one. Alright, so let's have a go. This is my very first look at the game too. Let's see how we go. So we'll go single defense. I do love tower defense games. That might not come across from my channel. I don't think I've had too many played on here. But they are definitely probably my favorite style of game. I probably should have built something in there before I let that guy just wander in. Lesson learnt. Can we restart? No. Alright. So, let's demolish that. It's not too expensive to demolish. I don't really have a corner that I'm building on yet, but also these are very cheap. Let's get a feel for what we're doing here. So can we upgrade them? So target priorities we've got. Health damage, armor damage. So these are costing us 10. But it ups the damage of everything as we go across it. Okay. Really depends on what sort of things we're going to be seeing, I suppose. Now you can see that this cost upgrade actually doesn't affect the demolished value, so I guess we want to keep an eye on that too. You can also notice that each time we place one, they become more expensive. So, noted. Alright, cool. So there's our first corner too. Every level this house will pay every adjacent tower defending gold equal to the current level. There's a mine next to this to gather resources. Okay. Have a mine. Alright, let's get two guys on this corner. We do like a corner to focus in on. Now I wonder if possibly the way that you should do this is more worry about, like, change our priorities. So have a guy focus on armor and then have him work on something different. Now I imagine that the part of the roguelike of this will be that the more times I play, the more sort of towers and things that I will get access to. We will just there we go. All ballistas deal 1 damage to health. Launch explosive shells. Okay, so I can get a mortar. All towers are in crit chance. Alright, I think we'll go the crit chance. Let's just get someone going straight in here. Haven't yet worked out how I get out of that menu. So I just keep pressing escape, which takes me back to the main menu, but at least gets me out of... Alright. I didn't notice either whether I'm getting gold from that house. You can see that we are getting a lot more guys here though, so it does seem like the name of the game at the moment is going to be just the pure numbers of... So I guess what that cost goes down as they actually do things. So I guess that's something I also need to be aware of. Is that if they actually are doing something against that, it does become a cheaper option, or possibly they automatically upgrade themselves, maybe? Alright, just again, I guess we'll consider it. Now, I wonder how long it's going to take until do start to get, I guess, get another option of getting something to upgrade. Because like a mortar tower, if I can actually hit a group of these guys, would be quite good. See that now. It cost me 120, so I can't afford him yet. That's going to get through. That one will at least do multiples. And we don't really just need more damage. We need some sort of multiple guys getting hit at once. So I'm going to sell that guy. We'll put this guy in here. Let's see what he can sort of do. Because definitely you can see that he's at least got all of the squares around him that he'll be able to hit these guys in. We're just going to hit him in none. What are we doing here? Why are we not attacking anyone? I guess he's doing something, I just don't know what. Now, we definitely want to change some of the progress priorities on these guys too. I think we're probably going to crash out soon enough here with how many guys are making it all the way to the end. That's okay. We've sort of got our feel for what we're needing to do here. So, firstly, can I have enough gold? We'll just expand. We'll just get this going. So this guy here, he is going to be doing most health. We'll go most armor. Most health. I'll go most shield, I suppose. This guy will do a similar thing. We'll just go around the other way. We'll go most shield, most armor, most health. This guy, most health. No, most shield, most armor, most health. This guy then becomes least health, near death, and progress. It's definitely not working for me anyway. It's alright. Okay, so let's have a look. Tesla coil I did no damage with. I definitely did something wrong with, I guess, the way that I'd set him up. But what it was, I don't quite know. So let's give it another go. But I guess I do I get a little bit of an upgrade here? Is that what this is telling me? I have 112 XP. So, this is quite a big chart here. Zoom in too good. All enemies drop an additional coin when they die in the game with an extra 100 gold. So let's just start with some nice money for an additional card when you draw upgrade cards. Yep, sure, let's do that. So we've got 72. What else have we got? This building can be placed next to iron. Will give you max hit points and recovery level damage. Seems quite good. I mean, that's too expensive there. Take a mine just to have it. Alright, well, we haven't seen anything that's going to be doing any burning or anything. The deal. They reach the tower. If they deal an extra damage, that's a pretty confident thing. We won't go on those ones yet. What do we got for sorcery? Just our hit points by 1. Yeah, we'll take that. And we'll take the treasury one. Why not? And we got some stuff on this side too. So I guess that's suggesting that we have the majority of the ballista stuff already good to go. It's all quite expensive. Then we down our mortar shells, our Tesla coils. Taps all nearby enemies every 2 seconds. Good versus shield, weak versus armor. Weak versus armor, so probably we'll take the 1 versus armor and just do that for good measure. We'll just keep going on its armor binge. I guess it's I don't know if it's a range thing or what it was that I was missing there, but yeah, alright. Anyway, let's give it another run. So we'll go single defense again, because I don't feel like we did that well. So let's see if we can prove on what we did. Now I suppose that on this one it's a bit weird, because I don't really like the idea of him being there, so we'll go straight to these two guys here. Now, this time I won't spend the money to upgrade any of these guys. This is purely going to be numbers that I'm working on here. Now, I guess we possibly can get a mine. And they gain 5% slow though, so we can build a mine, repair and increase tower, max health, mining. I consume a small amount of mana. I'm going to take the Tesla coil again because I want to figure this out, but we won't place it just yet. That's probably a good spot to place it. Mana use. Right. Okay, so my problem is I don't have any mana. I'm with you. Okay. Let's not bet the house on that guy just yet. Have a look at how these guys are going. So you can see that health damage upgrade is sort of getting really cheap with these guys. But assume that I probably won't even have to spend that money. It'll just automatically upgrade itself once it hits that point. Yeah, there you go. So it's almost like they're going to reward themselves for being heavily used. I could obviously force their hand to get it going, but I guess we don't need to. Now that is a mana crystal. Place a mana siphon next to it. I guess I don't have. Let's just keep going with balusters. Can't afford one. That's alright. Even this guy upgraded there. You're not even doing anything. I guess what, does everyone benefit from a death? Or just a nearby death? Hard to gauge. Like, that guy's not really considered having done anything. Mana siphon. Fortification. That's not bad either. Let's look at the mana siphon. Can't afford it yet. So since this is where, I guess there's two different paths that are going to converge to this point, it does suggest that I don't want to build... Well, I want the majority of my defenses to be from this point backwards, I suppose. I do wonder if I should get a few more of these in, because these guys are starting to really make it through. There's a good chance to make it all the way through. Get him. Good job. Okay, so they're more expensive than the siphon is, so I guess what we want to place that next to it. I said next to it, right? Next to it, yep. So we can place that there. And we can... Well, I guess we get a choice, do we? So let's expand that way. Probably would be good to get a few more balusters in there. Based on what I did in the first one, I wonder if I should still try and set this up so that some of them are doing, like say these guys here are going for most shield, most armor, most health. Because they are beyond the Tesla that's going to knock out like the weaker guys anyway. Move this over so I can actually see it. Oh. Could be getting someone through. Okay, so. I think he's doing fine. What do we want to put in? I suppose it's more a guy on this side. Go up top. Interesting that you can see that sort of that area of effect much clearer on like after it's placed as opposed to when it's there. So you can see these guys aren't doing too much in the way of damage to those, I assume, shields. I'm not sure which is which. But those shield guys are definitely the problem at the moment. Maybe it's armor based on that. Shame that last guy got through. Alright, we'll take the extra damage to shields. So, like I said, I'm not sure if that's actually what I was up against there. We'll go this guy, because if we're expanding this way, he's hopefully should get a shot on these guys before they... Yeah. Do a nice little sort of double chip of hitting some of them out here, and then some down here. Hard to tell if I should have more of those Tesla coils in there, but I mean, he is getting all the way through to the end of the mana that I have. So I definitely want to have a second siphon up here. And potentially a third, because he's not operating on these very last guys. So we do want him to basically be able to continue to do damage all the way to the end guys. It's nice to see this guy sort of getting in there and doing damage. At least chipping away some of this. Again, I don't know if maybe I should set him up with some priorities of focusing on the worst guys, or if his job should just be to do damage to anyone. It doesn't much matter as long as they feel it. Now, because the mana is holding so well, I think that justifies putting a second Tesla coil in here, where everyone's going to converge. Although, these guys aren't going to sort of feel the full force of it there, I suppose. So done. We'll continue to expand this way, just because of the benefits of the guy up here. Okay, so where do we want our next Tesla coil? I kind of feel it needs to be far enough away from these guys that the damage is already done by the time that they're sort of going to be involved, that we want them actually just focusing on guys that have successfully survived the Tesla coils. So I think we will go here. This nice little kill zone that these guys all get into here. Alright, so I guess noted that there's guys inside these, so we definitely need them gone sooner rather than later. Put a second one of them up there too, and potentially a third. And we will continue to work. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't think we necessarily need that at this point. But we may as well have a look at the mortars. I mean, when I'm placing it, it's not going to show me what the damage range is like. Let's put him there. Okay, it's pretty big. Now, you are definitely going to go most armor, most shield. What do we want? Most health. We want you to really try and take on the big guys. Now, I'm going to continue to expand this one because this is really hugging the map. And if we can have this guy come down here so that I can have someone sitting here that affects both something all the way back here as well as this late game, perfect. Some nice damage. I might give him a friend or two in the vicinity. Especially you can see going after guys like groups like this or guys like that, as opposed to like leaving this be to the sharpshooting towers. Definitely a strategy I'm after. This is a tight group of these though. At least he's doing damage onto a wide area, and this also shows me that I can actually build the next ones just up here and still have them sort of hitting all the way over to this area. If they stay there, we can see that he's still going to do great wide damage. So what do we want? We wanted most shield, most armor, most health. Okay. So we will expand this way again. Okay, so he's turning away, so not where we want him to go. That's okay. I mean, in theory, I can put probably something up here too. And looking at where he is, I can even have a guy sit next to him and he's still going to hit that intersection as well as everything else. So I would say we'll go for a third mortar. And the value that I'm already taking from these mortars definitely suggests that I should look at spending a bit more money on them in the talent tree as well. Okay, so we want most armor, most shield, most health. This guy's a nice level 5. Guy's already level 4. It'll be good to see at the end what sort of damage share this is doing and whether the mortars are having a huge impact on what's going on. Let's expand out this way. It's because, yeah, they can get hit by, I guess, the mortars too, so it's interesting. So the mortars look like they track the guys too. They don't, as long as the mortar gets fired in range, it's going to go all the way to hit the guy it's going for. Let's go for another mortar. We've got armor, shield, health. How are you doing? Level 5 too. Is level 5... No, it shouldn't be a max out, and I can see it is still going. I do like that the towers upgrade themselves. That's a neat little thing. Look at this guy. I can see as well, my mana does drop pretty low when stuff does swing through past these two guys. So either I need to find some more mana, which I do have. Otherwise I've got to be a little bit more careful on my... I don't know if I can be more careful on my mana use, but definitely I don't want to take any abilities that mean that I need a mana to be used. Now, this guy... I'm concerned about how successfully he's making it through here. Now, I assume that that's health that he's got. And he's about to get hit with some pretty heavy focus fire, so I'm not sure I have to spend the money to upgrade any of my ballisters or anything. I think he will drop anyway, especially with those mortars still hitting him all the way down there. Lovely. They can slow guys down. All towers gain crit chance equal to their level. But lose 1 base damage. Probably not great. I'm not sure I read that the last time I put that on. All ballistas deal +1 to health. Repair and increases towers max health from mining. Yeah, let's go for a mine. Let's learn about something new. So we'll put that guy down next to that mine. Mine's over here too, so let's go for that. And let's expand out that way. Now we do have a fair bit of money here. So let's put another, let's put another Tesla coil in. Knowing I'm putting another Tesla coil in, let's put another siphon in as well. What sort of range do these guys have? I do like that group there, getting to hit the guys wandering by as well as they come past after they've had to suffer the force of ballistas. Now I can see these guys, I guess, have the, is that shield as opposed to armor. It does mean that these guys are prioritizing the ones that have shield, I guess, or is that shield? Maybe that's shield. But that's armor. I'm gonna go for that, because there's a lot of guys here still. Which is certainly a concern. Well, that escalated quickly on, I guess, what these guys being weak against. Is that armor? But hopefully that does mean that they upgraded a little bit as that just took place. Let's expand this way. Do I need something for these? Every level this house will pay every adjacent tower, defending it gold equal to its current level. Definitely a lot going on now. I wonder if part of this is going to be about priority. I also haven't found much of a distinction between the way that these guys look, so that could also slow me down a little bit. Now, what I want to do is see if I can get a mortar that can at least hit to there. Someone that can go all the way to the end. So I think that what we want is a mortar here. No, I must expand though as they get bigger, right? Because I've just done a really bad job at estimating that. Let's demolish that guy. We'll get our money back. And we'll go just in the middle of it there. Just make sure he covers all bases. And we'll go most armor, most shield, most health. So he still will be just working on trying to smash out the big heavy hitters in this. This is not looking good again. And if 4 of them make it, we're cooked. And that'll be us. 125,000 damage. No. Total damage over here. 186,000, 94,000, 75,000. Now that damage, is that damage per gold spent? That must be, based since it tells us the cost afterwards. So that almost suggests that the mortars aren't really up to value. That the ballistas actually are almost worth more. The Tesla coils were doing their job, though. It's good to see. Possibly putting the second Tesla coil here was a bad move. Maybe should have been further up in front of these balusters, but... Oh, there we go. My first look at this one. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely will play it some more. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. But till next time, catch you later. See ya.